This drill we call the Guardwork drill, and basically it's really about, my partner is working his basic guard pass, but the drill is really more for the person on the bottom, and it's saying one thing, that if you're on the bottom, put them into your guard. Now there are various kinds of guard, and we're going to be working on hooks guards, half guards, open guards, but the first guard we're looking at here is a basic, what we call a closed guard. And this drill is just saying, if I'm on the bottom, irrespective of what he's doing, I'm trying to keep him in my guard, because from there I can set up my attacks and my reversals and my sweeps. So he's starting to pass my guard. So the drill starts with David doing a basic guard pass, and he's got one hand forward and one hand back with good posture. So we're just going to start out with one hand's here. This hand is stopping me from sitting up. Even though this drill is really for me, but let's at least look at what David's doing. This hand's stopping me from lifting my head up, because if he didn't have that there and had both hands down, I could maybe sit up, grab him and pull him back down and mess his posture up and start to go to work with attacks. So that's what that hand's there for. The other hand's coming in here, and you see it's in the crease of my leg. So if I happen to open my legs by myself, or David opens them, when they open, that elbow goes back to his thigh so that my foot can't get access to his hip. So it's important, and it's also important that that hand is quite low so that my hip can't lift up. So this stops my upper body from coming up, and this hand stops my hip from coming up, where I could maybe armbar him. Because if that hand was forward, they're both forward now, my hip can lift off the ground and we can attack with arm bars. So he's starting in good posture with one hand forward, one hand back. His job then is to open my legs. So he brings one knee in the center of my butt, stands up on the other leg away from where I can grab it. This knee, his right knee is in the center of my butt, so that as he kind of moves backwards, I can't follow him. If it wasn't there and it was out there and he stood up and moved backwards, see how I moved along the floor? So that leg is right in the center of my spine, the other leg's back. So there's already stress on my feet. I'm trying to keep them together. His left hand comes up on the end of the lever, and the lever here is my femur bone. So right on the knee there, he does two things at once. As he wiggles his butt backwards, and I can't follow him because of the other knee, he jackhammers my knee down. That's going to pop open my legs. Straight away, what did he do? He sucked that elbow out so that my foot can't access his hip, and I can't armbar him or triangle him. He drops the other shoulder and anchors this hand. So that again, it's his whole body now is up in push-up position, his whole body versus my leg. He drives it forward, slowly walks around. At this point, he does not back away. He changes his shape, my leg rolls by, and he sets up side control. But for the sake of the drill, instead of having a perfect side control where his right hand's over that side, stopping my leg coming under, he's just going to put both hands over to make it easier, and more like how an untrained person will hold you in side control. I've got my hands in place, shoulder width apart, not so much my hands though, my elbows. So David can't move upwards toward my face because I'm holding him on the structure of my arms. I then wiggle back to get him down near my legs. I plant my feet, move my butt away, swap my legs, drive my right knee under his body, and line my spine up with his spine, turning on my left hip a little bit, right foot will come out, close my guard again, David goes back to posture, and then we're up to round two. We can go 3 or 4, 8 laps all the way around and keep this drill going. So again, he's going to go posture up, right knee behind, left leg back, jackhammering, opening my legs, driving forward, my hands are already in place. They're already blocking him, not letting him get the perfect side control. I'm not letting him get up on my body. Hip goes away. I plant my feet on the floor, get my weight on my right shoulder. I look at his legs and drive my hip away. Swapping my legs there is going to make it way more easy to get this knee through, line up, cross my feet. David goes back to posture. One last time. Now at this point, watch, I switch my legs. That's going to mean for a much more powerful penetration with my other leg, and we're back to basic guard. The guard work drill is just simply saying, if you're on the bottom, keep putting him in the guard.